Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here for the very first time on Arizona Armchair Sports. I'm Brandon. We do have some things to actually talk about here. Let's just kind of jump right into it. If this is your first time on the channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any of the future content. We do have a mix of video game content, and then we will have this show once a week talking all things Arizona sports. Let's just go ahead and jump right into it. The Arizona Cardinals have released, not traded, they decided to release DeAndre Hopkins, who is no longer a member of the Arizona Cardinals. And to be honest, I was a little bit shocked by the news. I thought maybe they might try and trade him, at least get something back in return. But unfortunately, that is not going to be the case. The news does not become official until tomorrow, with transactions being able to be official for the start of this upcoming season. I'm a little disappointed, to be honest. Just the fact that they're getting nothing in return for who I feel is probably a top 15 wide receiver in the National Football League. They're getting nothing back for him. They're just like, here, go. I think they tried to trade him, and I think they were wanting a first-round pick, and a lot of teams were like, yeah, we're not doing that. We aren't giving you a first-round pick for DeAndre Hopkins. Just, it's not going to happen. So it is kind of a bummer to see that they're not going to get anything back for him. The next step really is where does DeAndre Hopkins go? There were rumors that they were working deals with the Bills, the Cardinals, Ravens have been looped in there. I believe the Packers have. So there's a lot of top-tier teams that I feel DeAndre Hopkins could end up signing. It just depends on how much are they going to pay him. He missed 6 games last year due to a PED suspension. Also, this past week, it came out that he basically sat out the last 2 games because he didn't want to play. So we're just going to have to wait and see where does he end up. I really don't know. I mean, personally, just because at least I can still watch him, it'd be great if he goes to the Ravens. Shug, thanks for stopping by, my man. I appreciate it. As always, Cam who? I'm not sure who you're referring to with Cam. So we'll have to see if he signs fairly quickly, or is he going to kind of dig his heels into the dirt and not sign for anything less than 15 to 18 million a year. I just don't know if teams are going to give that to DeAndre Hopkins. I am very unsure of that. So we'll have to wait and see. What? I mean, Hendo's not that unbearable. So we'll just have to, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I think it'll be a week or two before he gets moved or signed somewhere. So, but like, if you just think about it, like if he goes to Kansas City will certainly be unstoppable. But rumor is they're not so high on it because they see Kadarius Toney as their number one going forward. He's a lot younger than DeAndre. So I don't know what they're going to do. All I know is the Cardinals are going to be an absolute dog shit. They are going to be unbearable to watch. Kyler's going to be out till at least November 1st. And at that point, they're probably going to be, 2-6, 2-7, probably 2-8. There is absolutely no reason to bring back Kyler Murray. Just stick with Colt McCoy or the rookie that they drafted, Clayton Tun from the University of Houston. To be honest, I'd rather they just throw him in there because we all know they're going to be tanking. But the thing is, they don't have to try hard. The roster is an absolute mess. And then we have the whole thing with Buda Baker. Will he or won't he? Wide receiver. The wide receivers they have are decent. They got Hollywood Brown. Rondale Moore, if he can see the field, would definitely be helpful. You got the rookie Michael Wilson out of Stanford that they drafted. And then they have Greg Dortch, who they re-signed this offseason. So a lot of small guys. They don't have anyone big. I believe Michael Wilson, though, is 6'4", but he's going to be a rookie. So just have to wait and see how that all goes. I personally think if they somehow can squeak out 4 wins this next season, that's going to be a miracle. They're getting 3 wins probably. Luckily for them, they have 2 first-round picks next year. Houston Texans traded them their first-round pick. So I'm hoping Houston is also just as bad. That way they have that top 5 pick. They'll have 2 top 5 picks. And if everything goes well and the Cardinals are as bad as I think that they will be, they may get that first overall pick. And what do? I personally want them to go after Marvin Harrison Jr. I think he would be a great weapon to pair up with Kyler. I'm not willing to give up on Kyler just yet. I know a lot of people think Kyler's just not it. Kyler's not the guy. But I want to see what he does in a different system, not under Cliff. Because Cliff was not the guy. Cliff got fired from his alma mater, which is just sad. That's just sad. And then Cliff is in no rush to get back because he got fired. He signed an extension not even 9 months prior. So it's been a rough offseason for the Arizona Cardinals. Buddha said that he doesn't want to play unless they give him a new contract. So are they going to trade him? I really hope that they don't. If they end up trading Buda Baker, that might be the final straw for me of no longer actively supporting the team. I'm not going to any games in 2023. I will not pay to go watch this team. I'll watch them at home from the comfort of my own bed, but I am not going to go pay to watch this team. I'm just not. I don't want to waste $60-$70 and watch them lose by 20 plus. So yeah, that's the Cardinals news. Moving on to the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns lost in the second round again. And the game that they lost at was at home, and they got their butts handed to them. They got destroyed. The Denver Nuggets, who are the current Western Conference champions, beat them by 25 plus. That's back-to-back seasons of a elimination game at home where the Phoenix Suns just get absolutely wrecked, absolutely destroyed. So they fired. They fired Monty Williams. They currently do not have a head coach, but I feel like they're close. A lot of people wanted it to be Mike Budenholzer. Not going to be Mike Budenholzer. A lot of people wanted Nick Nurse. As of today, it's not going to be Nick Nurse. Nick Nurse is now the head coach for the Philadelphia 76ers. So who does that leave? Unfortunately, Doc Rivers is available, which, dear God, please no. I do not want Mike Budenholzer as the head coach of the Phoenix Suns. I will donate wherever I have to make sure that is not the case. But the one person that a lot of people think is most likely going to be is current assistant head coach Kevin Young. A lot of people in the front office respect him. A lot of the players like him as well. And a lot of people well, why would you fire a experienced head coach for a first-time head coach? I can't really say. I mean, he must have done well for Matt Ishbia, because Ishbia never really took to Monty when he got there as the new owner. So maybe he just wanted to end up hiring his own guy. We don't really know. It's not like Kevin Young is going into a spot where he doesn't have decent talent. He has 2 probably top 15 players in the NBA when they're healthy, and Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. But the big question is going to be, who do you get to surround them? Because that's all they got. CP3 is getting way too old. He can never play a full season. And DeAndre Ayton, I don't know what his problem is. He shows up and then he doesn't show up. There's no reason why he should not be averaging 18 and 12 in every game. Absolutely no reason whatsoever, just unfortunately that he doesn't. I think one of them, CP3 or DeAndre Ayton, will not be on the Phoenix Suns opening tip-off for the 2023-2024 season. I think one of them is gone. They're trading one of them. There's absolutely no way that both of them are on that roster to start the season. I just don't see it. So we'll have to wait and see who the Suns end up going. Like, do they go Kevin Young, or is there another dark horse that we haven't, that might not be? I believe I heard it's either Mike Fogel or Vance Fogel. Hold up. Whoever was a former, what was it? Frank Vogel. I saw that today, that he apparently just interviewed in the last couple of days, and Ishbia was very pleased with him. So it could be Vogel. He was former head coach there for the Lakers from 2019 to 2022, but he's most known for being in the Pacers organization from 2007 to 2016. He was their head coach from 2011 to 2016. So he's not a first-time head coach. So hopefully news of the Suns' new coach. Hopefully we get something here in the next couple of days. I don't see why they would wait any longer. They pretty much interviewed everyone that they are interested in. So yeah, hopefully things with the Suns do well. Moving on to Arizona Diamondbacks talk. So Arizona Diamondbacks here, we're about just under 60 games to the start of the 2023 MLB season, and they are surprising a lot of people. The Arizona Diamondbacks, as of right now, are 31 and 23. They did play today. They beat the Colorado Rockies 7-5. A lot of young talent on this team. A lot of young talent. So I think a lot of people did not expect them to make such a big leap here, and really first season with a lot of these young players. You got Corbin Carroll, Jake McCarthy, Josh Rojas, Geraldo Perdomo, and that's just the position players. Then we got a bunch of young arms, Andre Jameson, Ryan Nelson. So a lot of unknowns still, but we do have two solid starting pitchers there with Zach Gallen and Merrill Kelly. Both have pitched very, very well this season. Zach Gallen, before his last couple starts, he looked like he was going to be running away with the NL Cy Young. He really, really did look like he was going to be doing very, very well. He struggled a little bit here his last two starts. Diamondbacks are still one game out of first place behind the Dodgers, even though the Dodgers seem to be losing players, but they're still that much better. They are still that much better than most of the other teams in all of Major League Baseball. They have the second best record in the National League behind the Atlanta Braves, only by percentage points. It's like 10 percentage points, so it's barely even anything. So Arizona 31 and 23. I'm really hoping that they can continue playing very well here going forward. Hopefully they can make this a full season and not just a little bit of a spurt. So yeah, DeAndre Hopkins no longer an Arizona Cardinal, so we'll see where he ends up signing. Phoenix Suns are close, hopefully, to having a new manager. A new coach there for the Phoenix Suns. Hopefully someone that can get the most out of Booker, Durant, and DeAndre Ayton. And then you also, once they got that coach in place, what players do they bring in as a good supporting cast behind Booker and Durant. They need 3-point shooters for sure, especially with all the mid-range shots you get from Booker and Durant. And the Arizona Diamondbacks are 31-23. This was just a shorter episode here today. I want to thank everyone who is tuning in, whether it's live or on the replay. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel so you see more of our future content. You'll see in the description a link to our playlist for our MLB The Show series here we have with the Arizona Diamondbacks. We're about just starting the month of June, so we're pretty much on par to where we are in real life. Make sure to like, comment as well on this video and all other videos. We will see y'all next time.